heading into the game. But just to warm up, we'll wait for the start of the knife round, and then we can get things properly going between these two teams, because here we are on Inferno, ready to get things started.
It's having a
Oh
little bit
dear.
of
So I'm just thinking to myself, what
what?
who do you think
You'll
is going to
figure
be
it out.
taking this one?
Um,
Cause I'm gonna be on the back of the young ninjas here. I think they can probably secure Inferno.
for me, it really depends on Nikodos. I think he's an amazing player, but he is very on and off most of the time. And if you've got your Opper in the server on Inferno CT side especially, then you can do a lot. If your Opper is not ready to play, then you will get absolutely dumpstered on.
Yeah, if he gets warmed up before Drain, or well, rather before Overpass, really, um, could be a great showing for him, because Inferno obviously T side up, not generally the easiest to work that weapon on. CT he can do good stuff, but yeah, T
But
side up is
Overpass
a
and
lot more
Train,
difficult. Yeah.
Overpass and Train really are, even for the T side op heavy maps, that you can find a lot of angles to play with. But yeah, let's see who's going to be able to win the knife round here and start off. Arguably, well, honestly, they'll probably choose the CT side, even though the T side is more often favored. Oh, dance that knife.
That's a very nice one. And some good knives on Copenhagen Flames. Karambit for a Cillian as well.
That's so. What's your favorite knife?
The butterfly. I'm a butterfly fan.
I'm a falchion knife
Oh
kind of guy.
dear. Oh dear.
I love it.
Did
The
you
second
pick that just because you
animation where
wanted to
you
be
bounce it.
different?
No, no, no. I used to have a falchion slaughter, and I just love the second animation where you like jiggle it on your hand. I think that's amazing. I think Snacks has the same knife. Some Polish guy has the same knife. Oh well. We will see Copenhagen Flames on the CT side, the Young Ninjas on the T side, and we'll have ourselves a little bit of Sweden versus Denmark right now.
Always a fun matchup, Sweden versus Denmark, I think. Scandinavians going at it.
Oh, quick rush through mid. Mangs find Yabi and Mangs both find a kill, and yeah, Young Ninja's getting absolutely torn apart. Rushing towards B because they've pretty much been funneled like a sheep herder funnels the sheep all the way towards a bomb site to explode a fountain. You know,
Very
on a
dangerous fountain.
regular Sunday night.
I mean, there is those coffins full of missiles as well. Don't forget about them.
Yeah, you gotta be careful. Might all just blow up. Why
Oof.
would you actually blow up a fountain with like a church with coffins everywhere?
Because the missiles are inside the coffins.
He has a point. I forgot about that. In every random Italian city, you've got some missiles in coffins.
Just the way it is. Opening of flames with the pistol there. It was
Wow.
all
That's that
said
at the
and
top.
done. Yeah, things are rough. They really are down bad.
That's a sad statistic to see. A little bit of brr. And the man advantage for Copenhagen Flames. Did lose Manx though. But it is a full investment from the Young Ninjas. Trying to creep up a little bit further forward. Nico does taken down. Okay, that's an M4 to be recovered by Nilo. And they're actually looking to still hit that B bomb site with a lurker in CT. Nilo could be big. Behind the smoke. Never mind. Nilo's the last one standing. And Nodios, he can just wait and hold back. There's a jump through. And then shot it down. 4K for Nodios. Great round for him.
Good stuff coming through, and Copenhagen Flames converting that pistol round into the conversion afterwards. Good to see. Young Ninjas will just have to make do with limited pistols in this one again. They leave about that 2k per player in the bank account so they can get themselves that full buy in the next. And that's how the economy works. A quick little 101 there.
Yep, I never had econ in high school.
No, I didn't either. Skip that one.
Well, I didn't skip that one. I didn't even have the choice. It is going to be banana control, though, for the side of Copenhagen Flames. It is up against only a couple of deagles without any armor, so that MP9 can shred his opponents apart pretty easily. But you do still have to be careful not to get absolutely domed.
Nice couple kills. Yes, this all fall into place. I mean, a nice shot from Manon, but caught out trying to recover that weapon. That's the bomb dropped, and any little hope there was in that 2v4 of finding something like a bomb plant is just even more far-fetched now. So, a nice clean 3-0 for Copenhagen Flames.
Copenhagen Flames starting off with a shebang. Are they going to pick up an AWP? Nikodos is considering it. And he is going to pick up the AWP on the CT side. Okay, that's a ballsy. That's still one of the weirdest knives ever. It just looks like a box cutter. I think Nodios was the one that had it. But yeah, it just looks meh. Ooh, that nade damage though. And in return, Manx takes some heavy nade damage as well. Nikodos, is he going to go for the YP? Nah. Not going to go for the risk it for the biscuit play. Oof. Finds himself first. That nade. Not going to be finding... Oh, actually, never mind. It's a complete Kobe. He actually got evaporated right there. Split into a million pieces. And they can clean up his bodily fluids from banana. Copenhagen Flames looking pretty good.
Seeing Manon, hoping that they can find something here. Maybe they can collect the AWP in the site, just a bit of extra damage coming through. But with Yabi towards Minipit covering the Moto push, as he's now left all on his loads. So 12 HP, 27 seconds, 3 players in front of him, 1 behind him. There's really just not much he can do in this situation. It's sort of a... I mean, some people say win-win situation. This is a loss-loss situation, no matter what he does. It's just no hope. I mean, maybe it's better off if he just commits and dies, say, with 10 seconds on the clock, so then he gets a loss bonus through, which he does do, because it's now 4 for Copenhagen Flames, and they're looking clean so far. Those flashbangs were perfect towards Banana. Manx gets the opening kill. He is traded, but it doesn't really matter when the rest of his team are going to collapse towards A.
Yeah, Copenhagen Flames looking good, and our prediction looking bad. For now. For now. Don't worry. Ninjas will always come back. Not really. I think they're pretty much extinct right now. I saw like a... Ooh, wait, what? How? Okay. I saw a documentary about the last living ninja. And he, like, actually Naruto ran.
Surely for the meme.
Yeah. No. It's actually a thing.
Why? Why?
I have no idea. But he actually did the Naruto run.
You're gonna have to send me a link to that one, I think.
I think it was so that they use as little movement as possible so that they could run as long as possible.
No, but
Something
surely,
along those
but
lines.
isn't the thing with the reason you move your arms while running is to make it easier on your legs?
I have honestly no idea. That guy just did the Naruto run, so it was weird.
Like, have you ever tried running with just your arms staying still, straight by your side? It's really awkward. And you also lose balance as well a lot easier. The arms, arm movement is quite critical to running, is all I'm saying. It's quite an important part. But as we get into the latter stages of the round, it was just pistols for Young Ninjas, so I hope you'll excuse us having a bit of a chit-chat. Wasn't really expecting much, but still not. I mean, they've been able to find themselves a bomb plant in this A site, a couple weapons recovered, but a 2v3, no armor for either of them, limited possibilities for them to work with in this one. Unless Fizzy finds his kill into Nodios, which he absolutely will. And now things are actually very interesting for the Copenhagen Flames because they have just been completely shut out. Very nice work coming in from the Young Ninjas there. What is it? 2 on 5, and they get the round done with 2 deagles.
And they don't even lose any of those 2. That's our predictions alive. But yeah, that's a little bit of a disastrous round there for the Copenhagen Flames. Losing that one must really hurt, considering the fact that they're now in a situation where they have to discuss how are we gonna get, who's gonna buy what exactly, and that's not a position you want to be in after winning 4 rounds in a row. They still have enough, of course, for a buy, but Nodio still gonna get the last pieces of their equipment. Maybe even a double AWP setup. No, it's just gonna be the single one for Nikodos. But yeah, that's a weird round to lose, especially considering Nikodos. I mean, that opening shot with the AWP really should have connected then.
Yeah, really should have been able to secure that one. But, I mean, Copenhagen Flames, they had a very nice start. I'm surprised you don't have more money in the bank, actually, considering how things went early on. But they do scrounge together what they can of a buy. I mean, Yabi's left with a little bit light on weaponry, just an MP9 for him. But the AWP, a few M4s, it's still a decent buy. It's just Young Ninjas have a better one now, and they have a real possibility of closing things up after Copenhagen Flames. Should be 5-0. And should just be working the cash into their favour. But no, it's given this opportunity for the Ninjas, and now they might take it and really ruin the day of the Copenhagen Flames.
Or it might go the other way, and then Copenhagen Flames will be just smiling. Op shot misses, though. They rush towards short. Jabby with the not so great gun. Well, actually, the best SMG in the game, which is still ridiculously cheap. Just holding on
7's
towards
better.
balcony. Said no one ever.
I'll never be able to deal with people who use the MP5.
Not true.
Evens.
The MP5 is absolutely atrocious. It always has been. I just want to bring back the R8, mate.
Tell you isn't atrocious, or what isn't atrocious, the AK for LNZ there. Nice kill. Able to work some space towards the balcony and get his team in towards that site. And it's a 3-on-3 now.
Well, they failed on the 3-on-2 previously, so are they going to go for it? Nope, they're going to bail out. Copenhagen Flames not going to risk their weapons, and that's another round for the Young Ninjas. It's rather surprising that towards balcony, Yabi couldn't find a kill, even though it looked like they turned his back towards him first. But yeah, a little bit unfortunate for him, so that he couldn't find the catch, so they had the man advantage when they went for the retake. Nonetheless, it is Young Ninjas on 2, and Copenhagen Flames, they will at least keep that AWP alive.
It was looking like it was going to be the Copenhagen Flames just rolling into that round, especially after Nikodos secured that second kill for the CT side. But it all sort of falls apart, all crumbles, just with a single kill towards the A site from the Young Ninjas. And remember this as well, this is the Young Ninjas map pick of Inferno. We'll be heading over to Overpass next, which will be the Copenhagen Flames choice of Battleground. But for now, we do reside on this picturesque Italian town. There's very deep aggression from Copenhagen Flames there. They get Manx deep towards Logs. Over in Banana, Nikodos needs to try and find this shot towards top mid, but can't quite connect through the edge of the wall there, and Manon is forced to back away.
Well, there's going to be The Nodios all the way in the back. Just jiggling around. Manx gonna be playing the baked-in game, and they don't
Oh,
expect him.
no.
He finds a triple. Oh my god. Manx goes nutty, picks up the AK, trying to fall back, but the problem is he's down to 15 HP, so one random bullet through the smoke could finish him off. That's why he has to be careful on the retreat. Now Nilo and LNZ in a 2 versus 5 situation. Granted, they've won a 2 versus 5 before, but how many times can you turn a deficit into a win?
Yeah, I mean, pretty much, well, both the rounds Young Ninjas have won have been these deficit, and with Nilo nailed by Nico's up, LNZ is the last man standing. He's just going to try and recover the up for his team, but they know where he is. Might try hunting him down here. I'm not sure if they really want to commit much there, because look at the economy for the Flames. It's really not all too good, and if they aren't careful, they'll be burning through that cash before they even know it.
There's actually a spot here next to LNZ, in the right bottom side that I've multiple times now seen chickens getting stuck.
Yeah, it feels like
right
every game the chicken gets stuck in the bleach bottle.
Yeah. You just stare at it and he's just like, help me. And then you put it out of his misery by knifing it because you're such a good human being. But enough about chicken murder. We'll get back into the thick of things. Young Ninja's full investment into the round. A little bit of nade damage though to Sapetch. But nothing harmful just yet. Waiting for the flash to come through. But the timing shot is there for Nikodo's man advantage. Nilo burning into the molly. And Nodios just completely burned him to a crisp. I guess he must have been flashed while burning.
Something must have happened there. There's no way you just sit inside a molly in that situation. You get the hell out of there, you know. Don't fancy cosplaying as some fried chicken, but Manon has been able to get deep in towards long, and a nice shot onto Nodios there. Catches the rotation back over to A, but still two players in the site. Asilian and Yabi can put up the defense. Might hold back the ninjas. Asilian with the first man and still trying to create presence. Yabi just keeping him at bay. It's now just LNZ alongside man and hoping to push out of the balcony. But I mean, the utility blocking off short limits the options here for Young Ninjas. Oh, just a momentary glimpse of head there from LNZ. Not going to be able to connect, but now they know where the second player is from that Young Ninjas side, and they are focusing their efforts to trying to take him down. Manon going to be pushing in through short. As the smoke fades, his head will be given up. Going to call for support from Yabi, Will Asilian, and Manx is now coming in from behind as well, and it's all falling apart for the Young Ninjas. They're struggling to find anything here. Looks like that single kill from Manon early on is going to be all they get, although a nice kill from LNZ allows him to escape through the apartments. Not going to contribute anything towards securing a round with only 4 seconds on the clock. He's just going to try and keep himself tucked away and survive it.
Yeah, another situation where they're forced to survive it. There again, that Manx triple spray down. Nico does with the timing shots in his favor at the moment. So that's a big all plus. Wow, all of the first entry kills have been in Copenhagen Flames' favor. That's pretty impressive. Actually, no, not all. Missing. Wait, that was no. That were wait, 7 or 8.
That was 8 on the
I can't count, so you know. Yeah, that's all of them. That's pretty. You don't see that stat too often.
No. Let's hope Young Ninjas can find an entry kill or two rather shortly, because it would certainly make their life a lot more, a lot easier. That is for sure. Definitely, if you're fighting from a deficit every single round, you just conversion rate is just going to be super low. As Nico posted up with this AWP, backs away just as the Young Ninjas were thinking about pushing. He'll now tuck himself in towards the A site, but that leaves Long very exposed for the Copenhagen Flames. They are going to rotate Astilion now over off that B bomb site to try and stand guard. Actually, 2 players rotating over. Nodios is going to join him over by Speedway and try and lock down Long with him. As the Young Ninjas, with just mainly pistols pushing in towards this A site, might get completely swept. Just a single
Yeah, they
kill.
only had a single. They only had a single molly as utility, and at that point, if you can't like cover or flash any of these angles, you have to check too much towards the A bomb site. And B is even easier than checking out A site, I would say, with no utility. Chickens.
There's chickens
God, I
everywhere.
bring back Cobble. Like it at least had chickens, so that you had 2 maps with chickens.
Yeah, just add chickens to all maps.
I mean, Dust 2 definitely feels like a map that should have chickens.
Are chickens typically in African Peninsula?
Well, in Morocco, yeah.
Okay.
Ooh, nice catch. Aren't chickens like everywhere in the world?
Don't know, really. I'm not that clued up on my chicken trivia, to be honest.
KFC is everywhere in the world, so chickens have to be everywhere.
I'm not sure I've seen a KFC in Antarctica, but I'll let you off.
They use penguins for that one.
Oh, dear. That is a horrible thought.
Kentucky
That-
Fried Penguin.
I would very much like to move on from fried penguins, please, because Young Ninjas, again, they're in a deficit, 2 versus 4. And it's really not looking fun for them here. 50 seconds on the clock, Sapek and Nilo. Gonna have to try and get something working here. A player towards Pit they need to dislodge, and one more towards Moto. Yabi's just gonna chill inside this smoke. They obviously know he's there because of that smoke he had to drop, but there we go, they'll flush him out, and that's now a 2v3. Copenhagen Flames need to try and retake this A-bomb site, and Young Ninjas have been pretty solid in these post plants, even with the deficit, as surely Copenhagen Flames can't allow the Young Ninjas another round where they succeed in a man deficit. And Nilo, nice shot, opens things up. Sapek's gonna get that. They're just gonna die. Copenhagen Flames letting another round slip. Because for some, I don't understand why, but they keep just leaving this A bomb site very undefended when they have these massive man advantages.
I don't really know. You're exactly right on money, Danchan. They put 3 players towards that B bomb site every single time, and Young Ninjas, how many times have they gone B? Like once? There's stop. Just keep
Yeah.
3 people at A. Maybe keep one like an arches possibly, so they could quickly rotate. But don't just full stack that B bomb site. Leave A long open every single time, so that there could even be a flank from A towards B if they want to bounce there. There's just Copenhagen Flames have big, fat, whopping holes in their defense that they should really fill in. And Young Ninjas, honestly, as you said, their post plans look really good. That means that their CT side might just be something that could bail them out from this deficit.
I mean, the problem is, though, Copenhagen Flames, although they have these holes in their defense, they've still racked up 7 rounds already. It's just they are so good in those openings, opening stage of the round. But if the Young Ninja is able to find that gap later on in the round, it seems like it's all crumbling for the Flames. And let's see how this one goes, because obviously in that previous round we saw Yabi towards Pit was just hiding behind his smoke. There was no information being gathered by the Copenhagen Flames. Had his teammate with the York just way out of position to provide any support to him in that situation. And now, yeah, you can see it's a third for the Young Ninjas, but again, these massive disadvantages are bringing the way of the Young Ninjas. But I still don't think they found an opening kill.
I think, yeah, I think it's still 10 opening frags for Copenhagen Flames. And then, it's still impressive that you get yourselves 3 rounds at that point. Because, yeah, it's a very big, fat deficit that you have to fight up against. But with just 2 remaining players, they keep on fighting these sites. And we have ourselves a long pause, man. And I guess the server needs to be restarted so that, well, he's not dead at the start of the round.
Um,
Might be useful.
I'm not sure actually. I think it might just sort itself manually. I think, but or sort itself automatically because well already in this tournament there's been players who's disconnected and they just go straight back in and we're ready to go. So we'll have to wait and see.
Oh,
But
they're just really fast admins.
maybe. But Nodios has a mag 7.
Who was that again yesterday that we saw with it? The
Chips.
chips, right? Yeah,
Nodios has
that
been
was pretty
watching some
nutty.
demos apparently.
Even
Ready
though
to
Ships
tear it
had a
up.
pretty silent series yesterday compared to what Ships normally does. But yeah, that Swag 7 clip was those two Swag 7 clips were pretty amazing.
As well, I mean, obviously it's $900 for a shotgun kill. Very, very nice to be getting a few of them through. It's because you can very quickly rack up a bit of excess cash on top of any bonuses for loss or win the round. As we do head into the next one, I think everybody is ready to get going. And alongside that Mag 7, we have a few M4s, the A1S variants, interestingly, along with Nico Dos on that AWP. Is there an up for the T side? Doesn't look like it. Yes, there is actually, just hiding around that little lip. Fizzy picks that up. 4 AKs to go. Along with that, in Young Ninjas, can they find an opening pick?
Okay, that's close. That's fast. That's a kill. And the trade comes. Nodius burns him with the molly. Okay. But
It's an
Nico
opening
does
kill.
aggressive hopping. That is true. It is an opening kill for Young Ninjas. They break the bank here. But Copenhagen Flames do manage to find 2 in return, so they got the man advantage regardless. I make that a 2-man advantage. Shooting him with invisible guns. Nilo at least finds an opening towards the bomb site, but the problem is that Fizzy with the AWP needs to get himself onto that site, runs all the way around, and it's going to be a 3-on-2 retake. I have seen these never work so far for Copenhagen Flames.
They've had a mare trying to retake these sites, but let's see if they can manage it now. What do they have to work with? A HE and a smoke. They have a kit for a Cillian, who's currently working through the apartments. That might be a pain to recover if he goes down early, but a nice shot on towards Fizzy. He gives himself up to Nico Doss's up, leaves Nilo on his lonesome. He's going to make his presence known, and the instant trade is there. There's just too many players for him to find it. There you go, Copenhagen Flames. A retake comes through. A round of firsts for these two teams in this game, as the first retake coming through, and Ninjas with the first opening kill for themselves.
This time, it finally does work out in their favor. And it's going to be the lead for Copenhagen Flames extending again. We do see Fizzy picking up the AWP immediately with Doolies as his sidearm. Better than the CZ in that case. Though it's Doolies still have a really long time to pick them out.
I love the Julies. I will not have anybody say bad things about them.
I like them, but not in the pistol round.
The pistol round especially.
Oh, that was a whiff and a half. Oh, Nikodos gets himself back. Yabi chimes in. They got the man advantage again, you know, first pick on the side of Young Ninjas, but immediately lose 2 players right afterwards. So,
yeah, Nilo is able to trade it back, but look at the HP for two of these young, or for all of these Young Ninjas, in fact. Fizzy 20 HP, Nilo 10 HP, LNZ down to 60. And the bomb is currently under the Copenhagen Flames' control over towards short. I'm surprised Manx isn't rotating over a little bit quicker here to support his team. Might be able to catch LNZ in mid, though. He gets the timing right. Oh, he fires off a little bit prematurely, but he still manages to secure the kill. A low HP helping him out there a little bit. As now Nico Doss searching for someone with that AWP. Going to miss the timing on the player in the library. It's now all up to Fizzy. A 1 versus 3. Looking for that player behind. Might be able to catch Manx, who's actually just going to back away. And that just going to burn so much time for Fizzy that I think he's just going to have to save once he gets killed. And there's a nice kill. Manx gets his head completely removed from the body. Close range, point blank with the AWP. Yeah, 2 more players to find and 20 HP. There's just not really any possibility, any feasibility of getting this one done. There's chickens galore in T-spawn. Oh, there goes one of them.
Aw. Yeah, just op-shoot the other chicken. But yeah, it's Copenhagen Flames. They're looking really confident on Inferno right now. Even though they do whiff. I mean, Cillian's whiff was a pretty remarkable one.
Yeah, that was a whole raft of emotions rolling through me as I watched that one. Mainly ended up culminating in sadness, to be honest. But
Yeah.
Yeah, that's enough of that. No need to remind ourselves of it, as Fizzy still has a dual Bretters. I want to see them in
Gotta
action.
believe.
I've not seen dual Bretters being used for so long now. Like there was a few weeks where it feels like some players were picking them up, and it was a whole like exciting experience for me because I was getting to see all these people using my favorite gun. But now it seems to have died off again.
Oh, there's a quick rush in towards Banana, but it's not going to work out because they all just die. Bomb is still down towards ramp, and the last remaining T's are trying to cross in towards the A bomb site. The op is around the corner, but the op shot not even going to be fired. It's going to be Nilo in a 1 versus 4. No bomb on his back. Even the op getting retrieved there by Cillian, jumping away. Can the Deagle find at least a little bit of damage? So he spots one out. They know exactly where he is, so the rest of the CTs can rush forward to try and catch out Nilo. And he throws a little bit of an NA smoke right there, staring at his mistake.
Yeah, I mean, it makes little difference in the grand scheme of things. But, funny to look at. 27 seconds, not much chance. You know what I love there as well? I love the way you pronounce banana.
Banana.
Oh! Oh, calm down!
The B-bomb site's empty.
That's an AWP as well! Oh. Okay, that's
Are you
still
kidding me?
works. It still works, it's fine.
Okay. I'll let it slide this time, but you can't well, yeah,
Oh,
actually
sort
it's
of
a good
works.
one-way. Ooh.
Nice shot. Does he expect Nodios already in the smoke? Doesn't matter if he expects him or not. Nodios will take him down. But a bomb plant and a couple kills there for Nilo. Not bad. Not bad, all things considered.
Yeah, with the way things were looking in a 1v4 situation, still manages to find the bomb plant and 2 kills. Money for the CT side is not optimal yet, so if they lose this round, could force them onto a bad round in the last. Nonetheless, well, this is Nikodos has just been hiding most of the time, refusing to die with the AWP. Only 7% headshot rate.
You can, I
With
mean,
the
he's on
op?
the up, so.
Sad. No. Nope, no excuses. Minimal 50%. Oof. Nikodos down to 3 HP.
A nice boost angle over the half wall, and it's actually going to result in the opening kill for the young ninjas. Sapek finding Nodios being peaked with a flashbang. Nico posted up with the AWP, hoping to refrag, but only 3 HP. Needs to be very careful. A little bit of utility might just finish him off.
And they are possibly rotating one away from B right now. Okay.
This is the one time you need someone towards B.
Yeah, exactly. Come on, Copenhagen. You've got literally... They're throwing utility. The cross smoke comes in, and they're walking even further away. Like Nico does, you can handle that side defense on your own, right? We're just going to start saving. And that's exactly what's going to be happening right now. They're going to just be saving most likely on the CT side with Young Ninjas winning the round.
I don't know. That's such a weird scenario. Because that's still a super winnable round. Like, Nico, he goes 1-for-1. If they had a second player towards that B bomb site, they could have definitely held it up, put up more of a defense. Nico Dos doesn't get peaked almost immediately. Could have someone swing from coffins to assist, something like that, or rather from ruins. I don't know. It almost seemed like they were just trying to save, like they sort of given up the B bomb site in that situation, which is weird because why would you leave the AWP in that situation? Surely you'd rotate the AWP off and just leave a single M4 there. If you were just thinking about just saving if it's B.
They just don't like Nikodos. They're like, haha, let's teach him a lesson. Leave him alone on the site. No op for you, my friend.
Because now you come into the final round and there's no AWP for the CT side. And Nico Dos has been pretty influential for him. He's found a lot of opening frags for that Copenhagen Flames side, so it seems to me just a weird situation. Copenhagen Flames seems to have some weird rotations on Inferno CT side at the moment, but I mean it's working mostly out for them. Can't fault them too much in this first half. As again, opening kills go the Flames' way, and it's a 2-for-1. Buy one, get one free.
Well, jumping through the smoke tends to have adverse effects every once in a while. Not a lot of teams that can really handle that. And it does seem that Young Ninjas, a man down. They do have one aggressively in apps, though. Nilo very close range, but the smoke is going to make it a little bit more problematic for him to really pounce forward. And Copenhagen Flames, okay, they're playing one rotate, two towards the A short position. And they're ready and waiting for Nilo or Fizzy to peek out, but Nico does gets a quick first, and that's going to be a 2-on-4 situation. Looking a little bit problematic here for the Ninjas to win the round.
Yeah, just a little last round of the half, and it is going to be the commitment, but that gun barrel's just poking out. There's a good trade from Manx there, man, and I'm surprised he even gets that shot onto a Cillian so quick with the AK. But a 1 versus 3 with the AWP for Fizzy, unlikely. The rotations are coming through from the Copenhagen Flames, as Manx just needs to try and hold his ground for a little bit, and he'll do even better than that. Takes down Fizzy as he tries pushing aggressive for a pick. So 11-4, a super sick first half from the Copenhagen Flames. A 7-round lead on the Young Ninjas map pick. Sets them up for a very nice T-half.
Yep, now they just need to win the pistol, and the Copenhagen Flames are almost there. Young Ninjas, they really need to step up their pace right now. Because, again, losing the first pick every single time, even though on the T side, normally you do have those AKs advantage, the one-shot headshot potential. They just kept on getting destroyed. And now they're on the CT side. We saw them have some very successful holds on that A-bomb site. But will they be able to continue that and keep off these Copenhagen Flames from reaching the bomb sites?
Well, it all starts with a pistol. And LNZ will have himself a kit. So if they do manage to get onto the site, Copenhagen Flames, Young Ninjas do have that kit to help out with the defuse. Extra 5 seconds afforded for the retake. It's aggression for the Flames through the apartments. They're just going to waterfall out. Nilo gets a first. There's no instant trade, and he's able to secure 2, make it 3, almost a 4th. But finally, there's a couple kills coming through for the Flames. But it's Nico Dossel on his lonesome. And finished from the back line. That was clean from Nilo.
Yeah, that was noise and triple noise. Unfortunately, he couldn't take down Nikodos there. Would have been a nice highlight clip, but solidly done on the defense. Copenhagen Flames, no flashes or whatsoever to really blind the player that was standing towards the balcony position. And now they're just going to go for the full eco Glock train. and have a little bit of a chatter so that they can discuss what their plan of attack is going to be in the AK buy round.
Yeah, just wait, and I may as well try and garner something from this round. If it's just time to talk. It also is going to mean Young Ninjas expend a little bit of extra utility early on in the round. But actually, Copenhagen Flames going a bit quicker than I thought they would. Just aggressive in towards the B site. 2 players on the defense. Should just be able to put up kills. And a couple of things coming through. A single kill for a Cillian, but that is all the Flames can find. As the embers of that round do die out.
Well, the odds over at LOOT.BET definitely do favor the Flames here.
No surprise there. Even it's an 11-6 scoreline.
To be fair, I definitely can see the Young Ninjas coming back. If, Copenhagen Flames retaking that A-bomb site really had me a little bit worried in their T side. So hopefully I won't have to be worried, but there's going to be a quick push coming out, a 1-for-1 trade, man. First pick again for the Copenhagen Flames this time around, but they are looking to aggress towards the banana position, and that's a first picked up. Spray through the smoke, but Savage loses life in return, and that's the cross towards the B bomb site made possible. 2-on-3 retake, Spray comes through, they just jump over the bullets, and he will have to wait for his teammate to come in, or he has to go absolutely nutty himself. But the bomb has already been planted, and there's even one terrorist all the way in the back. Nilo loses his teammate, falls back. That's going to be Copenhagen Flames on 12.
Oh, well. That's unfortunate. You still think the Young Ninjas can come back?
No. I want to believe to make this first map interesting, but it's fairly more likely that it's going to be that second map that they're going to have to really stride on. This is, though, for both teams, even though the map pick was chosen by Young Ninjas, as you said previously, Copenhagen Flames, definitely no slouches on it either. It's their second best map. So Young Ninjas chose to play on something that's their own strength instead of, playing for someone else's weakness. And so far, it does seem that Copenhagen Flames' strength is pretty strong.
Yeah, currently burning brighter than the Ninjas right now. As they look to try and steal the Swedes' map pick away from them. Which is going to set a difficult situation up on Overpass. Because that'll obviously be the Copenhagen Flames map pick. And a map that Young Ninjas really don't have all too great results on. They've had a few sort of interesting victories in interesting games. But generally it's pretty disappointing results. And with the Copenhagen Flames playing like this, we might just see a bit of a bloodbath on Overpass, but we'll obviously have to wait and see. Because right now, still on Inferno, and Nilo has been able to find an eye-opening kill.
Well, there's a quick push out. Sapech finds himself a second for his team, and they lose a 3 on the Copenhagen Flames side, but Nodios creeping out. Mannen finds himself Nodios, and there's too many CTs defending that A bomb site. 12-7. And Young Ninjas hold strong with Copenhagen Flames, getting surprised by all these angles.
Yeah.
All of a sudden, the Ninjas are jumping out from.
Yeah, they sort of bamboozled the Flames a bit there. Got themselves some nice picks. Nilo with that M4 as well, finding the opening in that previous round. And the Flames, they've been reduced to just pistols in this one, so potential for the ninjas to rack up an 8th here and build up a bit of cash behind them as well, because you can see a bit of a back and forth to start this half bout. There's not really any cash in reserve for the young ninjas, despite how they won the pistol. As Sapek, well, he was committed. He will pay the ultimate price, but LNZ should just be able to mop most of it up. 3 kills for him. Vasilian, a second kill for the Flames. That'll be all they can muster up. 12 to 8, it is going to be coming through. Sapek does so much damage, only finding a single kill. Really commits to the spray, and as the flash comes through, he is just completely blind with no ammo.
Yeah, it is going to be a pretty quick round to come through, but that was, of course, also an eco from the Copenhagen Flames Young Ninjas. They are ready to rumble. No AWP yet for the CT side, but Nico does has one, so if you just kill him, you can pick up an AWP for free. That's how it works, right?
Yeah, not sure how easy the AWP would be to pick up if you kill him. I imagine Copenhagen Flames would be pretty solid in making sure they're not going to steal that away, but Norios, a nice kill onto Nilo.
Spraying through.
How much is being done?
That is rather scary.
Apec, alone towards B. Going to be trying to jump spot for intel. And there's the intel he needed. Players are pushing him. Rotation's going to come through. A flashbang just to try and delay them. Maybe find a fight that might be favorable. Instead, he's going to chill. And a nade. Oh, a HE grenade could be so huge. It does more damage, but it's not enough for the kill. Sapek instead on the M4 will find himself too before he's eventually dealt with. And the Copenhagen Flames, although they have that man advantage, look at all of their HP. Yabi 10. Nico Dos 20. Manxon's at 74. So yes.
Close. And yet so far away.
Yeah, LNZ alone just has to try and maybe find a kill or two here. You could try, I was going to say could try an injury. There's no kit unless there's one towards New Box or something, but that's a bit of a run away from the bomb. They might just try and sit for exits.
It was a pretty successful round, even though we both expected it to go horribly wrong. Once that nade came through, it looked like a big dunker, and Manx down to 3 HP as well. God, that's such a close but no cigar round. It's insane.
You can see now,
ooh,
some symmetric kills coming in. Yeah, for the Young Ninja side, it was a very tough first set of rounds from the Ninjas. They really didn't find anything but Sapek. Putting up big numbers now in the entry kills department. As this Young Ninjas left with just pistols here. A Deagle, a P250, a few USPs. Should be Copenhagen Flames finding 14, and the Young Ninjas just going to accept that and then try and find a 6 or so in a row to tie up the scoreline before Copenhagen Flames will get 15.
Well, will Young Ninjas be able to get anything in this round is the big question. They have only those, well, a P250 and a Deagle, but it is a 4-man stack towards A. So if you walk out willy-nilly and not check your angles correctly, you could be in for a big ol' surprise here.
Yeah, like a bump in the night. Nico
spots the first out.
Needed to be a bit more patient with that shot. He snatches at it, and he's even going to get pushed by Fizzy. That's an AWP collected for the Young Ninjas AWPer, and you can see Copenhagen Flames, they are going to scramble back towards that B bomb site. Sapek should be able to beat them with the Deagle. And there shouldn't be any issue for the Flames in dealing with him. A nice opening kill, and now they're peeking into what is quadruple pistols, and with Fizzy coming in as well from Banana. Oh, this is falling apart for the Flames. It's all gone up in flames.
Okay, well, 1 P250 and a Deagle is all they need. Okay, makes sense.
What?
Sure.
What the hell? Did I miss it, or did Copenhagen Flames not have any smoke for the cross there?
They must have.
No, they didn't.
No.
They didn't have any smoke.
How did they not have any utility at that point when they're playing up against pistols?
What were they doing with it?
It's baffling, my friend. It's baffling.
I mean, Nico Doss should have had at least one of those shots. The second one, I can excuse, because obviously a player very close to him there, he was aiming much further down. Wasn't expecting a peek. It was a very quick peek. But that first shot on the guy Moto really should have been connecting. He just rushed himself a little bit on that one, I feel. We have a pause, which is coming to an end. Copenhagen Flames, they're going to go for the force buy into this. It's going to be a bit of limited investment for a couple of players. Manx only has about $2,500. Yabby's going to have to just go for a Galil. There is a few AKs, and Manx is left with the Mac 10. So, Copenhagen Flames going to try and force this one back into their corner. After the young ninjas steal away an absolute corker around there.
And they got away with murder, or so they say, because that's definitely not a round that you should win. Nikodo's missing, of course, those 2 shots and giving away the AWP definitely does not help his team. This time around, though,
Yeah,
they are going to be already Nikodo's down, and Copenhagen Flames, if they lose this round, they're out of money. And at that point, Young Ninjas might be able to get themselves a bit closer again.
Odios has taken a healthy chunk of damage as well. Down to 22 he goes, so Copenhagen Flames a bit walking wounded right now. Look at the rotations from the ninjas. Sending 2 players back towards the A bomb site. They might be a little bit late to help their teammates, as Nodios does deal with Manon, but there was already a kill found by him. Oh, that's quick onto Fizzy, who tried pushing through the smoke. And now the young ninjas, they're just throwing themselves into the fray. It's a 1v1, but Nodios, a clean shot to close it down. He was just a pivot on that site, finding shot after shot. And the Copenhagen Flames gonna be able to find 14, and I mean, I'm confused. Fizzy just yeeted himself through that smoke with limited HP and an AWP. And gave up a huge advantage.
Both sides have made quite a bit of mistakes in this series so far.
I mean, he found a very nice opening kill. Obviously, gets a timing shot, but Nodios here. Look how he's just... Okay, never mind. We won't look. But he was just finding some super nice shots inside of the site. I think he found 3 in total that round.
Well, it is it's still pretty nutty that Copenhagen Flames won that round. Like, that's another situation that kind of sort of should not happen. But teams tend to get overzealous every once in a while, and that was definitely one of those situations. Jumping through smokes, not necessarily the best thing that you can do in any given situation. This time around, though, Young Ninjas do have that AWP for Fizzy, but they really need him to step up. Otherwise, they might just get shut down. Hello?
So, seem to have had a bit of a freeze on the stream. One moment, I'll just quickly restart it. Don't know why that's happened, but okay, we're back. Not missed any action really. Well, Yabby's dead, but that is 2 very nice kills coming through.
And CZ Manon on site. Nope, no way. The last 2 remaining CTs do have guns, but a 2-on-4 retake of that A bomb site could be problematic. They might just want to save and try and go for well, the OT play on the side of the young ninjas, and that's exactly what they're going to do.
(15-9). It's gonna be, well, it's gonna have to be 6 in a row for Young Ninjas to try and force this one to OT. Which, I mean, I don't know about you. Feels kind of rough.
It does definitely feel kind of rough right now for the young ninjas on their own map pick. And that's the most important part. It is their own choice to play on this map against Copenhagen Flames. A little bit of a risky move, and, you know, if they win, you're going to say, yeah, great job. But if they lose, it's a completely different story. And at the moment, it's looking more the latter that's going to be happening.
Yeah, Orp, M4, MP9, a couple Deagles. You are going to walk into Fizzy's cross there. And then that baits in Nilo to take the fight. It's a little awkward, but he gets the shot in the end onto Asilian. So earlier, 2-man advantage for the young ninjas. Nilo's able to get away as well. Just going to walk into the crosshairs. Manon, he gets a gift given to him there. Nodios just walking through a smoke, and this is all collapsing for the Copenhagen Flames as Nico Dos spotted out in towards the apartments. Not a single player lost for the Ninjas. 10 on the board and 15-10 as a scoreline. It's not over yet. I mean, Young Ninjas, they could certainly push this one back. Only 5 rounds needed. That was the hard part of this comeback, getting this sort of low econ round through. And they've managed to succeed. Now they have an easy time against Copenhagen Flames, and it's just the Deagles, a couple Glocks for them.
But, I mean, that was the hard part. You know, 5 rounds in a row is still pain. Nico does finds the opening pick onto Fizzy. That's a man advantage picked up for the Copenhagen Flames. Well, we tend to see this happen a lot, don't we? Where the pistol rounds all of a sudden teams go full potato. Or is it going to be the case? Manon does find 2, but then gets traded out, and they know exactly where Nilo is. On the boost, jumps down, close range, off in hand. He will find the last 2 remaining terrorists, though, and it is going to be Young Ninjas continuing on.
Yeah, 11 on the board, closing in. At least making this scoreline more respectable, if nothing else, on your own map pick. Are the Young Ninjas. But right now, they need to force it to OT. Otherwise, it's going to be a very difficult time on Overpass. Which is, as I said, a map they're not too comfortable on. Copenhagen Flames surely going to be, especially after this map, looking like hot favourites on Overpass. Nodios just needs to drop a smoke then, keep himself safe. Nodios is certainly looking for an opening pick. That nade should do decent damage as LNC down to 50 HP, Truman. Look at the HP already.
Yeah, but, you know, they got AK, so what does HP matter when you can just find the headshots anyway? It does matter a little bit, of course, but Nico Dos is the front runner with the op. Sapech around the corner. He's going to go for a quick peek. No one spotted out just yet. And the question is, how is Copenhagen Flames going to handle this round? What side are they going to hit? It looks like they are pushing 2 players into apps at the moment just for information plays, with most likely going to be a B bomb site hit regardless coming through. Max is hoping that any of these CTs gets over antsy and walks out of position.
Leaving a lot of time. Well, they're letting a lot of it slip away from them here. And that Molotov, it's I start talking about time, it's going to chip a bit more of it away from the Copenhagen Flames. Utility being used by the Young Ninjas just to try and stall this advance and make it as uncomfortable as possible. But a 1v1 peak twice for a Cillian there. He'll notch up both of those, but Nilo in the pit, hoping to find some carnage. Can manage two. That, I mean, momentarily brings things into a 3-on-3, but with so many players around him, he just can't do anything, and his teammates have left him in such an unwinnable situation there, as it's now LNZ alone against 3. 50 HP to his name. Gonna have to be the clutch of his life to save this game, as it's Nico Doss, the first one to press, and that is gonna be 16 for the Flames there. They take away the Young Ninjas map pick and go 1-up in this series.
Yeah, good job there by the Flames. Got a nice little lead going on their CT side. He looked a little bit sometimes rough, but they did manage to close it out in the end. And that is going to be Copenhagen Flames in the lead.
Yeah, we'll be